There's a lot of places that you can dropship and build a sizable business on. But the reason that I love Amazon so much is because it's practically 100% automated once you get your product set up and put into your Amazon inventory. There's software that will scan the internet and do product research for you so you know which products are profitable and which ones to list. There's software that will tell you how much a product is selling already on Amazon so you know if listing it is actually even worth your time. There's software that will automatically reprice your inventory for you, so if you have a product set up, it'll continue to monitor your competitors and adjust your price accordingly. That way you can make as much money as possible because your price will always be super competitive. There's software that will cut your order processing time significantly if you're doing it on your own, which might not sound like a big deal, but if you're doing dozens of orders a day, this can cut hours off your work each day. There's software that will automatically input tracking numbers for you, so once you actually process an order, you don't even need to manually put in the tracking number anymore. It'll do that for you. And there's even software that will automatically fulfill your orders for you, so you literally don't have to do anything. We're going to cover each and every software in today's video, and I'm going to give you a rundown of how you can build your very own six-figure dropshipping business on Amazon. All of this stems from my experience doing this in my own business, a business I'm still doing right now, and I still strongly believe in. So the first thing that you need to do in order to build a profitable dropshipping business on Amazon is find good, profitable products. There's many ways to find products, but perhaps the best way is use a software that compares Amazon's catalog of millions of products against similar products all over the internet on hundreds of other websites. The software that I highly recommend is called SourceMogul. It's a game changer of a software and has been instrumental in scaling my own Amazon dropshipping business. You can search through hundreds of websites to find products that are selling for less on those sites than they are on Amazon. And then once the software spits you out products, you'll want to make sure that one, you're able to sell it, and this will obviously depend on the age and sales history of your Amazon seller account, as well as if you're gated for that product, brand, or category. And second, you'll want to make sure that it is indeed still profitable. Now, you can do that by running the price on Amazon against the price on your supplier's website to see if it's actually going to make you money after Amazon fees are deducted. An easy way to do this is by using Amazon's profit calculator, and they provide one free for you. And three, that it's actually getting enough sales on Amazon to justify listing it into your inventory. Now, I highly recommend the Jungle Scout Chrome extension for this. I've used and recommended this software since I started in e-commerce years ago. It's helped me build my business from the ground up, and I could not recommend it anymore for Amazon sellers. Then, assuming all this checks out, you'll want to add that product to your inventory on Amazon and set it up in your repricer. A repricer is a software that automatically monitors your price against other sellers on that listing and then adjusts your price automatically so that it remains competitive and you have a shot to win the buy box. For those of you that don't know what the buy box is, it's basically just that yellow add to cart button that you see on an Amazon listing. Now, there's usually a lot of sellers all competing for that, but upwards of 95% of sales on Amazon come from that add to cart button. Rarely does someone on Amazon searching to buy click the other sellers button and buy from somebody there. And the seller that wins the buy box doesn't actually always have the lowest price either. There are many factors to go into what actually gets the buy box and who wins it. I'll link a video that I did in the past on all the factors that go into getting the buy box and how you can give yourself the best chance to win it. It's a really great in-depth video. I'll drop that at the bottom of the description for you. Now, I never recommend repricing at lower prices on Amazon because that's how you end up with like race to the bottom pricing, and then nobody wins. Instead, I typically recommend that you either match the buy box price or you match the lowest price if there is no buy box or if you're selling a used product that's not new. There are many reprices out there and they can get expensive, so instead of recommending an expensive one that isn't really necessary for dropshippers, I'm just gonna be honest with you, you don't really need a repricing software. Amazon has one that's already built into the back of Seller Central, and the one that they built actually works pretty well. It doesn't come with all the special functions of software that charges you like $400 a month, obviously, but we don't need a software like that for what we're doing. We really only need to match the buy box price or match the lowest price, and the free one in Seller Central does that pretty well. From there, you'll also want to make sure that you have a software that monitors your inventory. That way you don't actually sell an item that's out of stock. I recommend SKU for this. It does a really great job. It'll basically check all your products every hour to make sure that they're still in stock on your supplier's website, and if they aren't anymore, it'll actually go into your Amazon inventory for you you and then change your stock to 0 on that listing. This will give you peace of mind that any sales that you have are still in stock and you don't ever have to cancel orders, which are a big deal on Amazon. Another software that I highly recommend using is called Spot and Paste. This software copies addresses from your Amazon orders and then makes it super easy to paste them into your supplier's website when you're fulfilling orders. It can be programmed to do this on literally every single website, and it'll save you loads of time so that you can process orders a lot faster. Yet another software that will save you time is TrackerBot. This software will scan emails for your tracking numbers and corresponding orders, and then it will match them up in your Amazon orders and automatically input those tracking numbers for you into it. That means that you don't have to waste time opening emails, copying tracking numbers, and then finding the orders that correspond and putting them into Amazon orders yourself. This software does it automatically for you. And finally, there's software out there that will even fulfill your orders automatically so you really don't have to do anything. Now, full disclosure, I don't use these, okay? I fulfill the orders myself with Spot and Paste and then TrackerBot, or I have a VA do it for me. But there is software out there that will do it for you. I don't want to recommend any specifically because I haven't tried them all, and personally, I really don't think that they're necessary for the prices that they charge. And I found that it's actually cheaper and more effective to simply pay a good VA to do this for you. One that I have tested personally was OA Genius, and it actually did work pretty well. But the problem with OA Genius specifically was that it limits you to only using suppliers that OA Genius integrates with, which is a major disadvantage. And I suspect this is the case with pretty much every order software out there, so keep that in mind. I've personally found that you want to source from obscure suppliers that most people aren't using, not your normal suppliers that everybody else is competing on. That's how you can build a really successful Amazon dropshipping business, and that's how you can maintain an advantage, in my opinion.